Hello and welcome to some more Let's Play Might and Magic 6 with Antroid and Hippocat.
Hello everyone, and I need to say that this time it's actually much better. I'm talking about the picture quality here.
Oh well,
No freezes and no pixels on half of the screen.
I have no idea what that's connected to and why it's happening in different ways, but I guess that's good.
Well, I rebooted my router, so maybe that's the
Uh-huh.
thing.
I don't really know what that does because I never used a router. Okay, yes, we can just teleport. This time I didn't use any sort of... Oops, I forgot that this dude is not a master of water, so he just teleported us 5 feet away to the fountain. Also, the fun fact, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you notice how Town Portal is the water magic school. I don't know about Lloyd's Beacon, probably just because it's called the Beacon, and Beacon is like water. But Town Portal is in the water school because it actually teleports us to fountains which you drink from. So you need to go to a town, and I think you need to drink from a fountain. I mean, to drink from a fountain. So I guess it implies that you like emerge from the fountain suddenly, and then this is how we teleport. I don't know. But I noticed that we always appear near a fountain when we do that.
So people are teleporting through the fountains and you actually drink from that?
Apparently, yes. And
That's
this fountain
just
restores...
disgusting.
Yeah, that's just unpleasant. And this fountain restores our HP, by the way, so yeah. What was I going to say? I don't really remember what was I going to say. I didn't do a scouting mission today because we are visiting a dungeon that I kinda... Whoa! What the fuck was that? Ah, oh yes, archers. Come on, only I get to do that. We are visiting a dungeon that I checked out last time before last recording, but I decided against doing that because I was very angered by what was happening in the dungeon. And I think I mentioned a couple times, but you probably don't remember because you were sleeping.
Yeah, I guess so.
But we are going there now, and people who know this game probably already can tell from which direction I'm coming, and just what's appearing on the minimap, what's appearing on the horizon there. They can probably tell where I'm going. And to you, Hippocat, it's Agar's lab, the level which I complained about having...
So these are the guys that drive you mad or something, right?
No, they are inside. These are just outside guys. This
No, I
monsters...
mean about this dungeon.
Yes, in the dungeon, in the dungeon.
Nature of your complaints.
Yep, we will see those guys in the dungeon for sure. And here I just... whoa, what are... Yes, these are the keys. Kind of forget what the keys are for fly up and fly down, because that helps me totally dodge all the projectiles easily. I don't even know why I'm bothering with these guys. I can just kind of do something like maybe... Ah no, not this guy. This guy doesn't have Starburst. What a shame. So just Meteor Shower. Okay, does this guy have Starburst? Yes. And it doesn't do shit. Well, probably because we are shooting Minotaurs, sorry, and they are pretty strong. But yeah, this is the dungeon with the eyes that made me go mad and dispel my buffs. And, well, they are not the first enemies to see. The first enemies to see are the deceptively easy Agar's beasts, or whatever they are called. Like, the results, the horrible mutants, results of his horrible, inhumane genetic experiments. But they're kind of weak, maybe because they were unsuccessful experiments, I don't know. So yeah, but later in the dungeon, it's like, I was always complaining about Skyrim, like when half this castle you can go into a fort and like completely eradicate everyone, but then in the last room there's going to be a guy who is going to kill with one lightning shot, and it's unavoidable. And it's kind of sort of like this in the dungeon.
Wait, there is shit like this in Skyrim?
Well, sure. I mean, in Skyrim there's I think the lightning spell is like the most dangerous for us, because when the enemies do that they never miss. And well, yeah, you can... there's often like a boss kind of character at the end, like some chief or like bandit chief or something, who just kind of murders you mercilessly, even if you just manage to completely easily clear all the dungeon before him. And I hated that part.
I don't remember things like that in Skyrim.
Well, maybe you didn't play it enough. But yeah, that certainly happened a lot to me when I played Skyrim. And this is kind of like this dungeon goes. at first, but then I don't know. Well, we'll see this time because I don't really remember. Horrid experiments. I think you're going to like the horrid experiments. Also, I totally forgot to buff or just sleep, or heal, whatever. I guess we'll heal and sleep after the first part of the dungeon. They have protection, and lastly but not leastly, the Hour of Power. Also, I don't remember any dungeon in this game previously having column sprites for columns like this. Maybe I just have bad memory, but I don't think it happened. So this kind of reminds me of. Oh wait, why was I waiting? This guy has the third thing that I wanted to cast. It kind of reminds me of those tech pillars in Doom, if you know them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe because just they are pillars made of sprites. But let's see these horrible experiments. Actually, what do you imagine in a game like this when I say like horrible genetic experiment? What is going to look like?
Well, I don't know, some like really weird monsters with like legs and wings and arms and shit that look really weird.
Do you think they're going to be gross and creepy and just disgusting and flesh and horrible?
Well, no, not really, but
Yeah.
kinda weird. Like, in a sense, why would anyone make this?
Well, I guess you're right then. Let's see one's coming up right now. It's a chicken with a different style of wings.
Oh, okay.
A chicken
Well,
with
that's
kind
not
of a
exactly what I had
dragon
in
wings.
mind.
Well, it's strange, and why would anyone make this? And also, what the fuck is going on with its eyes? Actually, that's wow! I just understood. Do you see clearly enough his head?
Well, so that's like one huge eyeball inside of his head with two, what, pupils? Or
Actually,
what?
no. I also thought that, and I found it really freaky when I saw it like this. But the black things, these black things, this and this are the eyes, and the red thing is just like on the beak, this kind of bump, like some birds have.
Oh, okay, okay.
And yeah, I also, well, yeah, I can pause it like this here when I do the right click. I can pause. So this is nice, this is nice, this is the red thing. And I also always thought, before like this very minute, I thought that this was just, they had a big like room indent in their head and the forehead, and there's just one big eye, big red eye with two pupils, kind of like Sonic. But apparently no. Now they don't look really as silly as I thought before, but still kind of silly. And as you can see, they're pretty fucking easy. You can just kind of mash them in real time. Even if there's a lot of them. And also their weapon seems to be some kind of, I think it's a spell called like, what was it called? Like, I think we have it in the mind, or maybe no, maybe we didn't bother getting this spell. Mind Blast, I think. So they're like psychics attacking us with their minds. Which really isn't the first thing you think of when you think like a horrible experiment. What do they attack like, especially if they're birds? Of course, telekinetically. And
Well, I don't know, better than telekinetic monkeys from System Shock.
yeah, I remember reading about that, and I was really like, why, how they're scary. But apparently they are, to some people. And what happens now in this dungeon is like the part that I'm going to eat at. You see there's this part here. Actually, I could just probably kind of jump over it, but... yes. That's just... No, that's not what I'm going to say. Did I actually save? No. Well, that's just wonderful. Here's hoping that this lift has a button to go up. Maybe if we leave and step back on it? No? Please? No? Ah, damn it.
Did you just completely screw yourself
Oh
over?
no, I think didn't I just set a beacon? I did just set a beacon, yes. I'm wondering if that button that was inside actually is to maybe do something with the lift. Or if it's to lower, I actually hoped it was to lower the barrier here. Also, yeah, I guess it's possible to fuck yourself up somehow here if you like waste the last mana on the jump and don't have regenerating mana and food to sleep, and maybe I don't know what this button does. And apparently we can press it again and again. But that wasn't actually what I was going to do here, because I wanted to cheat a bit less. so to speak. So to lower this barrier, actually, what? Oh, a column actually says a column when you move our cursor on it because it's a sprite. Does this say chandelier? Also, aha, interesting. Wow, I was actually correct. I just got a diamond from that chandelier because I think, well, I'm not sure, but I think in this game when like a random sprite like this starts with a capital letter, something is hidden in it. I'm not sure. I actually thought that it's like this in the later games because I remember like in Might and Magic 8 there was a tree that like gave you infinite bottles, empty bottles. But apparently that worked.
Well, from now on you will have to check every fucking sprite.
Well, I think that's it's not like every column can do that. It's like very specific certain sprites. But yeah, this here thing, you can probably see the little line of pixels here on the floor.
Yeah.
Actually, even more than pixels. There's a lot of pixels in that line. And what's going to happen is I'm going to press this button, and it's going to open, and there's going to be eyes. And I don't want that. So I'm going to turn on turn-based. Make sure this is the final guy's turn. Press the button, and Lloyd's beacon away. So I don't have to actually deal with those bastards. I'm not sure that they actually saw me, but they probably did, and I think... Fuck. Suddenly, for some reason, they developed much better pathfinding than usual, and two of them actually managed to round the corner to get to me. Which is fucking amazing, because they never do that. Last episode I was complaining how in Might and Magic monsters always just kinda try to run directly at you through walls. But these were terrible eyes, and they were kinda terrible in the sense that they were weak and not the probably strongest variation of the enemy. Which is why I was able to easily just fuck them over with melee attacks. Let's do the same for the second area here. But there is an item in this hole with the eyes here, but is it worth it? I don't know. I am kinda curious now what's the item there, but maybe we'll see later. Let's do the same thing again.
Can you see the item on your map or something?
There's this lighter blue shape here under these two red dots.
Oh,
It
okay.
marks the item. There is also this white dot that marks the chandelier and the blue dot that marks the switch. Actually, I think the switch is... oh wow, it's not lower unpegged. Oh wow, this can fly. I'm learning all sorts of new stuff today.
Well, it's probably logical to assume that a giant chicken with dragon wings can probably fly.
Well, now if you say it like that, yes, but for some reason I didn't really expect that. Also, I'm really wondering how... probably there's going to be a teleporter at the end that brings us back, since this lift doesn't go back up. But Agar's pet. He has a lot of pets because the middle variation of this bird seems to be Agar's pet. This is the big room where I gave up on this dungeon. I don't remember why exactly. Probably there's a lot of enemies and some of them may have been eyes. I don't really see from here. But let's play it smart and just Call of Duty style. I did not just imply that playing Call of Duty in any way is smart. Just shoot from the cover and lean. You can even play Doom like that, so yeah, it's kinda... Agar's abomination. There's not actually any eyes so far.
That's kinda pretty funny. Oh, that guy has like green wings, so I'm gonna make him my pet. And that with the red wing is a fucking abomination. I'm just gonna lock it up in a dungeon.
Oh wow, this guy has 4 hit points. Actually, the pet ones are the yellow wings. So you're completely wrong. Let's actually see which monster is green, and he is slightly stronger than the red one. I mean, yellow one. And the abomination is probably the red because, well, process of elimination, but I don't see any one of them left. And it's always, this fucks up with the natural order of things, which is established by the goblins, the very first enemies in the game, that green ones should be the weakest, and then blue and then red, but then we have the birds, which don't even have a blue variation, which is this disgrace. It's just
Horrible
a disgrace.
experiments.
It's just a disgrace. Also, this game has many textures with like these statues, antique statues in walls, which look kind of weird and out of place in these dungeons, but who am I to say what taste Agar had in decorations. Okay, more birds. We aren't actually being assaulted by the eyes today, so maybe this dungeon is going to be short and sweet. I'm thinking there is a dungeon in this very area called like the Dragon Riders Caverns or Riders Lair or Dragon Rider something. I don't really want to press this. Huh. That's strange. This button does control the lift. Let's see if it can bring it back. By the sound of it, it may just still be going. Yeah, I think it was still going up. That's really dumb. This is a repeatable button which goes up and down, but apparently all it does is get the lift down, even though it goes down when we step on it. So I don't know what's the point of that. Also, oh, my magic crashed. Did I save ever? I don't think so. Well, we're just going to replay this first couple rooms with birds off camera. And we're back. And this time things went a little worse than last time. Also, immediately...
Holy shit.
Immediately replay the music. So, one of the eyes that got out, as you can see by the portraits flickering like that, one of the eyes that got out this time is the one that can dispel magic. So, they just dispelled all the buffs. And apparently, the buffs were so powerful that in here, the hole with all the bursts. Well, also I didn't just do the smart thing about the cover. Maybe that was also what had an effect on the outcome of this one battle. Yeah, now the knight had to pretty much finish up like the 10 last birds, which I'm surprised he was able to do. And this chandelier also has a diamond. So now, and we can't sleep because there are enemies near. How wonderful! That's just wonderful. Well,
Not here. Not here.
I'm not sure what what's the best course of action from here.
Not here.
Get out of the dungeon.
Well, I can't because
Run the hell away.
this lift doesn't go up anymore.
Well, you can fly.
Well, my mages are dead,
Oh.
and you can fly
Oh.
inside indoors anyway. So yes.
And if you use shared life, that
Oh.
won't resurrect them?
Doesn't matter because my magic crashed again. Apparently I just can't go into this side of the dungeon. Wow, interesting. Well, I did manage to go past this line. I don't know what does that and why does that happen, but when I tried to go through without fraps and without showing Hippocat the screen, it worked. Here's hoping it doesn't just crash anymore. Also, I'm wondering if my knight can kill these birds. Probably he can, and when he does, if I'll be able to sleep in this part of the dungeon.
Okay.
No, I died. Well, that was fun and kinda sudden. Let's reload again and
Wait,
try.
why exactly did you die?
Well, last bird killed me. Ah, damn it! I didn't save. This is tiresome. Okay. This is the most bizarre episode of Might Magic Let's Play Might Magic 6 yet, because well, apparently showing Hippocat the screen just makes the game crash in that one place every time. But now I quick loaded inside and now I can try this again. And to answer a question from earlier, Hippocat, well, I don't know what's really to understand here. There were 3 birds, my last dude is last, and he got killed by them.
Well, it was kind of happened very in a short time span.
Yes,
and
it was very
didn't
quick.
really notice.
It was indeed a very quick thing. Oh my freaking...
Not here.
Yes, there's probably more ice on the floor here, and I cannot
It's
go
gonna
back.
crash.
No, when
Oh,
I go out
okay.
it doesn't crash. I fucking love this game.
So there is a one-way touch field in that particular corridor that detects if you're showing a screen to someone and just breaks the game.
Exactly.
That is amazing.
Not here.
That
I
is
didn't
amazing.
know games back then were so advanced in technology.
Oh wow. I actually have Scrolls of Resurrection. Shared life? Yeah, I have 2 Scrolls of Resurrection. So, this is a moment that doesn't happen often in games these days, because in games I hoard useful items and they are never required. And did I say never? They never required. But in this case, I'm wondering if I can actually use the Scroll of the Night, resurrect this guy. Why am I doing this? Why am I so dumb? We don't need resurrection, they're just unconscious. We can just feed them a red potion and they'll be fine. Damn it, now I feel kinda silly.
Well, we're both kinda tired today, so
Yes.
I guess that's
Well,
an excuse.
my legs are kinda tired, my brain is totally fresh and fine. And also this, I kinda want to teach my knight the chain skill so he can put the chain that this guy breaks on to repair it, because he doesn't have space in inventory to repair the chains. That's kind of really dumb, but actually when you think about it, I would totally benefit from making that guy learn chainmail. It's just gonna save me a lot of time. Okay, let's shuffle some cards that I didn't get to use. I don't know why I didn't use them, but they are useless now, because now they're going to... damn it, we need another row. Okay, fine. This day, at least, when we use them, they give 3 endurance and I think kill the person. They may just, in fact, turn them to stun, but that's not much better. And 3 endurance is not the maximum result we can get. I wonder what scroll is this. This probably dropped from one of the warlocks last time, because I really don't keep bad scrolls on this guy. The scroll with this graphic is some kind of really lame spell, so... well, we'll see. But yeah, it turns out I can just... oh wow, and he didn't even break his armor. I can just do this. Things are much easier than I made them out to be. And, well... actually now, if I teleport to the Lloyd's Beacon, I'm going to be assaulted by the eyes that got out at that point. But that doesn't matter. What? Oh, come on. It's not a single like touch field, it's this area of the room. I wonder what's causing that. Not only do we have to navigate the situation with half of our party being dead, or, well, if I bring them back they're not going to have much life still, but we also have to navigate the situation of that interesting little bug, which just prohibits my entry to half of that room. But my plan right now is once again to use the button, use the spell, Lloyd's Beacon, get here. Let's see if the eyes are here. The eyes do not seem to be actually here, which is very nice, because that means we can safely run away, sleep. We can just sleep in this room. Let's save in case someone barges. No one barged in. We are going to go there without any buffs and just try to kill the eyes that are awake, because they are just going to keep debuffing us. Actually, I just will cast Wizard's Eye to see whoever's coming. Yes, I think Maddening Eye may have done that. Well, no matter, I can see you guys now, so I am going to totally kill you. And you are maddening.
And they look kinda silly.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure, but I think the beholders from Heroes, if you remember those guys, like in the dungeon castle, like the second enemy monster, they're also the monster Might Magic 7. I think they are what these guys turn into later in the universe, or something maybe, because those hang out in like a magician's lab in 7, and I think they may also cast like insanity like they do here. And they are, well, floating heads with an eye, so probably it's just the evolution of the enemy design.
Yeah, why the hell are they called eyes when they're heads?
Well, the eye is the most prominent feature, of course. Feature, I totally said feature. Actually, now that we... oh no, freaking... What I don't like about the mini-map thing, the radar in this game, is that a lot of the time it's not going to show enemies that are not active, so if someone didn't notice me, they're not going to show up on the map. But I think, since we are not debuffed already, I think it's safe to assume that there are no maddening eyes among those that woke up. So let us... always forget. Let us buff safely and go in this room, and never return to that half of the room, ever, anymore. Okay, more birds. I wonder if this... Actually no, I don't even know why I had to press that last button in that room on this level, because I don't think there was any sort of barrier anywhere. Maybe it does something later. Actually, in this game you want to explore the dungeons fully, so I guess I may have to return to the areas where the eyes are at the end and kill them. But that shouldn't be too hard, I hope. I also hope that no other places in this dungeon actually cause the game to crash.
Is there any way to make yourself resistant to dispel things?
I really don't think so. Do I have actually a spell kind of, maybe a dispel of some kind? I don't think so. I don't remember all the spells very well, and I really don't have all the spells in the game. Dispel doesn't seem to have to be. There probably is a dispel of some sort somewhere, or maybe we just don't have that kind of. Maybe it's not even a spell. I don't know. It is a spell in the heroes, but I don't really remember such a spell existing in Might and Magic. Because, well, damn it, more ice. There isn't. The enemies really don't do like buffs on themselves, and they don't do debuffs on us. So I don't think there would be any situation where a dispel for us would be useful.
That's not what I asked about. I asked if you
And-
could resist that somehow.
Yes, I wanted to see if we had that spell, what school of magic it would be, because if it was a spell that was from some of the magic schools, maybe we could use the maybe we could have used the protection from that element, and maybe it could help, but I don't think it's actually something that we can protect ourselves against. Also, why did why did our wizard eye ran out? Did I cast Day of Protection? Well, I don't know. Let's see what this club is about. I think it's like the shittiest club in the game. Oh, also let's identify the scroll. Poison spray. Player is not active. Oh, right. Come on, dude, wake up. Can we do this? No.
Uh-huh.
Killer club. Well, not really the shittiest club, but pretty close. Ah, yes, and just I don't need this.
Club.
Yes. Oh wow, there's a whole other section here. Let's quick save quite often. There's a very useful feature of the patch. This game actually didn't have quick saves originally. It's only the Crayface patch that adds them, which I'm very
Because
grateful
real men don't use quick saves.
for. Yeah, in this game they are very convenient. I would just save the menu all the time, but that's maddening and just not something I want to do. So this is just saving me some time. Also, did this door happen open on its own? Why do I mix up so many words when I play Might and Magic 6? Don't know. But I also
It's
forget
the
to
eyes,
read the
man.
magic.
They influence your mind.
Well, they weren't here last. Well, maybe they influenced my mind when I was doing the scouting mission, and that stayed right into our recording. But
You have to
know.
murder all the eyes in all of the game. And this will stop, maybe.
oh wow, it's had a ring.
Oh.
Oh, he said, and oh, whoops, and that was a well-earned oh, because there's the better ring for our knight right here. Instead of might plus 7, we have might plus 19. I really don't expect it to be a noticeable change, but it feels good, man. Feels good.
Yes.
An empty chest. I am willing to. Wow, another ring. I am willing to bet that this chest is here just to make me go here and spring open this rare monster closet, which doesn't really happen that often in the game. Damn it, why do I keep
This will be useful.
clicking off this the window? Hope that doesn't mess up the recording. Personality plus, what that was? 20, wow. So another improvement, that's cool. And here I was last time saying that we don't really find better equipment anymore. And we find two rings that are clearly superior to what we have on ourselves. I don't remember this dungeon at all. I hope it's not as large as the other ones. Let's see. Why do these murals shoot ice balls?
Because they can?
Well, yes, if I was a mural who was able to shoot ice balls, I totally would shoot ice balls all the time. Oh no, wait, that's an exit. Also answers my question.
Oh yes, we finished the dungeon. Yeah, nothing to do here. Yeah, end of the recording.
Totally. Oh, oh no. I don't know what I just said there, but it was a expression of dislike towards the situation.
Can those magic ice balls out of murals hurt enemies?
Oh, fuck. I don't think so, and it's Agar.